So, in case you're wondering who this handsome feller is, this is Larry Silverstein. And Larry Silverstein was the leaseholder of the World Trade Center complex in New York City on the day of 9/11, 2001, which shortly before that attack, he increased his insurance. He changed his insurance policy to cover terrorist attacks. And after the attacks, he sued his insurance company to get double the payout on his claim because he claimed it was two attacks because it was two planes that took down two buildings. And he didn't get the full double payout, but he did get a larger sum than what his original claim would have been had he just accepted the insurance company's offer in the first place. Now, as the leaseholder of these buildings, of course, he had access to all the security cameras, every door he had a key to, et cetera, et cetera. So obviously he had a hand to play, and the Twin Towers weren't making a lot of money, and that insurance payout basically allowed him to cash out because he was losing money with the Twin Towers having so many vacancies and whatnot. So there was some financial incentive there, aside from his loyalty to Israel and the Zionist regime, to carry out these attacks. And he was an integral part, he played an integral part in the original 9/11 attacks. And now Silverstein has acquired a skyscraper in LA, which is fueling online speculation and conspiracy theories. But this speculation and these conspiracy theories aren't just coming from your talking heads on the internet. It's also coming from Tehran. Check this out. So Larry Silverstein buys U.S. bank tower. Conspiracy theories explode over 9/11 parallels. And this was published today at 6:30 in the morning. And this is from the International Business Times, right? And in the Times of India, they report Iran's top security official claims Epstein-linked network plotting 9/11-like attack to frame Tehran. Yes, because remember, America's at war with Iran. Now Iran has to strike at America. So Israel, like they've been striking all their other allies to blame Iran, may possibly try to attack American civilians in order to blame Iran. Another false flag, just like the first 9/11. And it's now been made clear that Israeli Mossad agents posing as college level art students were the ones physically planting the explosives in the Twin Towers. So Iran already knows that Israel is the world's #1 sponsor of terror. And Iran also knows that Israel carries out these terrorist attacks against their own allies in order to false flag and blame them. So Iran's already blowing the whistle on this, and hopefully us bringing attention to this might actually help put a stop to it. Tehran warns of 9/11 style false flag plot. And this is from the Iran International. So I guess this is the Iranian state newspaper. And this article was published yesterday on the 15th. And it says Ali Larijani, secretary of Iran's Supreme National Security Council, said he had heard of an alleged plot to stage an attack similar to September 11th and falsely blame it on Iran. In a post on Twitter, Larijani said Iran opposed such terrorist acts in principle and was not at war with the American people. He said Tehran was currently defending itself in response to U.S. and Israeli attacks and would do so strongly and firmly to punish the aggressors. So Tehran is making it clear that we have no intention of attacking the American people. Our war is with Israel and the American government. That's what they're saying. And of course, the war with the American government isn't exactly a war with the American government. Of course, it's more of a collaboration, a secret collaboration where the U.S. is acting as double agents to help get rid of the Israeli spy network in Iran, which we've discussed time and time again, so I don't have to go over that again. But the fact that Iran is blowing the whistle on this possible 9/11 style attack is huge, because I've been telling you guys, this is why Trump keeps playing kiss ass with Israel. Trump keeps playing kiss ass with Israel because they have the capability to carry out not just one, but several 9/11 style attacks against the American people, and they will do it. I mean, shoot. Look at this. Larry Silverstein, the same guy that owned the Twin Towers and helped them carry out the first 9/11, bought another tower. What do you think is the reason for that? And not only that, but I also mentioned that these 9/11 style attacks would happen in the major cities like New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, etc., Miami, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You name it. And here we are with Silverstein buying this bank tower in California, in LA. So that really that's some scary stuff. That is some scary stuff. And the fact that Iran is blowing the whistle on it means that Iran has access to Israeli intelligence, because it would be Israeli intelligence officers to carry out these operations. And the fact that Iran is rounding up the Israeli spies within the country also indicates that they're possibly gathering intel. And the intel that they're getting from these captured Israeli spies in Iran seems to confirm exactly what it is that I've been telling you guys from before this whole thing even started. The U.S. was going to attack Iran, but they were going to attack the Israeli spies posing as Iranians. Iran was going to retaliate against Israel. Israel was then going to false flag in the U.S. to claim that it's Iran attacking the U.S. And here's the thing. If Israel was winning that war, why would they need a 9/11 style attack? If America was really helping Israel fight Iran, why would Israel want to false flag the United States to drag us into war with Iran? This is why Israel is attacking their so-called allies, because their allies ain't helping them. That's why they're losing. This is why they're doing that. Remember, that was the exact reason why they attacked the USS Liberty, right? So many decades ago, because the USS Liberty was actually helping the Egyptians and feeding them intel on what Israel was doing. So the fact that Israel is plotting to attack American citizens means that my theory is 100% correct, and this confirms it. If Trump doesn't keep kissing Israel's ass and pretending to be on Israel's side, this is what we are to expect. And they got Mr. Silverstein out there purchasing the real estate, and that bank building is huge. And it holds thousands of people. It has the capacity to fit thousands of people inside. These thousands of people would be Americans. So Israel is willing to murder thousands of American citizens in order to convince America to help them fight Iran. So when you hear all this news about America attacking Iran and Trump hitting Iranian targets and Iranian government officials getting killed and this and that, that's not what they're doing. They're attacking the Israeli spy network within Iran. So yes, there are guys in top military Iranian uniforms, but they're not loyal to Iran. They're loyal to Israel because they've been bought and paid for. That's who America is going after. And this would be the reason why Israel is planning to false flag with another 9/11. This is why. You see, when you take all the pieces of the puzzle and you start putting them together, the picture becomes clear. And what I've been saying to you about the Israeli spy network being such a big problem for Iran now starts to make more sense. Now it becomes much easier to visualize this dynamic, because look at what Israel's doing. And Iran's telling on them. Now, if Iran was really at war with America, why would Iran go out and tell the world and tell Americans that, hey, Israel's planning to murder you guys? Unless Iran was acting as our friend and not our enemy. You see how that works? So this whole war with Iran is the takedown of Israel, but they have to start from the outer bands and close in on the epicenter. The outer bands being their spy networks in all these foreign countries that they use to false flag and blame these foreign countries so they can get their excuse to go to war. The inner circle is the Israeli regime itself, Netanyahu and them. And the Israeli government is falling apart because they can no longer protect the people of Israel, and because they have been so aggressive with their military action against the Palestinians, they have drawn the ire of a lot of their people in their country. And the people of Israel have been severely displeased with their government's performance in the last several years. And now it's all coming to a head because the Israeli government's reckless behavior is what's causing these missiles to now fall on the Israeli people's heads, and they are not happy about it. So there you have it, folks. Israel's plotting another 9/11 attack because they're losing the war. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Peace.